Predictor time?
Please.
Anything faster than 21.81.
And Dwayne will predict the winner.
Yeah, I have 21.74 Shericka Jackson.
21.74 Shericka Jackson, Dwayne says. Well,
here it is, folks, the big one.
Set.
They're sent off. First time of asking. Shericka Jackson gets a blistering start. So too Shelly and Fraser Price. These two based on the stagger away from the field. Now Elaine Thompson here gets into her running. Shericka Jackson with the advantage. Look at Shelly and Fraser Price come. But Shericka Jackson steps away. She dismisses a quality field. Look at the time. Oh! It's 21.56. Oh, wow. What a run that was from Shericka Jackson. She promised it. She delivers it here at the National Stadium. 21.55 for Shericka Jackson. It's a world lead. It's a personal best. She's so surprised.
The fastest woman in the world over 200 meters, Shericka Jackson. She promised it, but I think she didn't know what she promised because she has delivered a spectacular double. She has won the national championship in the 100 meters, the national championship in the 200 meters, 21.55, a spectacular, magnificent, unbelievable personal best. Amazing, Bare Technical celebrates. Shericka Jackson, look at the joy. Amazing.
Absolutely stunning. Absolutely outstanding. No amount of words can describe what we have just seen here. A stadium record in Jamaica over this event. For the women, she's still in disbelief. Almost like 2016 in the 400 meter semi-final where she was surprised at her time. No, the fastest woman in the world. As we look at the start, great start for Shericka Jackson. Elaine Thompson here having a good run as well. Natalia White there. But Shericka Jackson at this point. Shelly and Fraser Price on the inside, running a brilliant curve. But Shericka Jackson upright. And she has turned into the home stretch and is running away from everyone. You don't see that very often. People running away from Elaine Thompson era. But Shericka Jackson motors away from the double Olympic champion. 21.56 the flash time. Bruce?
Dwayne, let us tell the people how fast that is. There are only two people who have ever run faster than that. Flo Joe, the record holder, the world record holder, and the Jamaican record is 21.53 by Elaine Thompson here. Shericka Jackson has come within a whisker of becoming the second fastest in the world.
What's up, viewers? Welcome back to the channel. Hope y'all enjoyed this throwback race. This one was all the way back in 2022 for the Jamaican National Trials. And this was the women's 200 meter final. We had the big hitters in this one. Shelly and Fraser Price, Elaine Thompson here, and also Shericka Jackson. Coming into this race, many thought Elaine would have defended her title. Yes, Elaine was the reigning champion, national champion over 200 and 100 meters because in 2021, Elaine dominated. Elaine won back-to-back gold medal at the Olympic Games. Yes, that would have been the same year Elaine Thompson here ran 10.54 in the 100 meters and also 21.55 seconds over 200. So coming into this 200 meter final, yes, it hasn't been the smoothest of a year for Elaine at that point, but Shericka Jackson was just coming into her own in terms of dominating the 1 and 200. In 2021, Shericka showed signs of keeping up or also beating either Elaine or Shelly and Fraser Price, but she weren't successful in 2021 in terms of beating those big hitters, but she was always behind them. So in all the races that they ran together, Shericka Jackson actually finished third. Yes, to complete the 1, 2, 3 basically. So it was either Shelly winning or Elaine, who won most of the races, but I think Shelly did win one of them. That would have been the same race. Shelly and Fraser Price clocked her PB. I think it was in Switzerland, 10.60. That would have been the only time Shelly would have beaten Elaine in 2021. However, fast forward to 2022 now, Shericka Jackson is more of a sprinter because she's coming up from the 400 meters. So year 2020, 2021, that's when Shericka Jackson basically say, hey, I'm finished with the 400, I'm going up. I'm going to do the 1 and 200 meters. So she's just maturing in the shortest sprints basically. So before the 200 meter final, she won. She beat Elaine in the 100 meter. Shelly did not run the 100 because she had a bye into the 100 meter final. So Shelly did not run, but Shelly did run the first round, clocking 10.70 seconds. It was one of the easiest 10.7s you would ever seen, or you would have ever seen over 100 meters. However, in the 200 meters now, if Shelly wants to run, she would have to make the final and also finish in the top 3, in which she did just that in that race. And as we know, Shelly and Fraser Price always gets a good start. But the thing about Elaine and Shericka Jackson is that they are a better curve runner or 200 meter runner than Shelly. They have longer endurance basically, but Shelly always says she always puts her all out in the first 100 meters, and she just basically go or see where her strength takes her or her endurance takes her. In this case, it took her to 3rd place. Shericka Jackson ran the best curve at that point, came around in front of Elaine and Shelly and Fraser Price. So at that point, if anyone wanted to beat her, or if anyone could have beaten her at that point, it would have been Elaine. But Elaine didn't have the strength in her legs. Elaine was having injury problems. So there were no catching Shericka Jackson in this one. And she just pulled away and basically lowered her PB to 21.55 seconds. And at that point, she's ecstatic because she has never gone so fast. The fastest we've seen since FloJo in terms of the 200, it would have been Elaine. I think Elaine was 21.55 or 21.56. So as I said, the fastest anyone I've ever seen since FloJo would have been Elaine, and she running that fast basically showed you that, hey, she means business. And she basically carried that form into the World Championships, and she blew the entire field away. And at that same point, many thought if she has gone 21.55 seconds, more likely that she could have gone faster. And she definitely displayed that in 2023 when she ran a series of 21.4s, 21.45, 21.41, very close to the world record at 21.34 seconds set by FloJo over a decade ago. And many thought when she ran that 21.41, the world record was gone, but there were no wind. There were no wind to aid her in that quest. So the wind machine recorded 0 wind. So no tailwind, no headwind, just 21.41. And many thought that she would have pushed on in 2024, but injury struck ruled her out of the Olympics in both 1 and 200 meters. She did not get to compete at the Olympics any at all. 2025 is basically her recovering, and she ended up getting a bronze at the World Championships, just to show you how injury has impacted her. And she celebrated that bronze like she won a gold medal. Yes, because it has been a really rough year for her. But hopefully she can bounce back in 2026 and attempt that world record again. Because I'm pretty sure once she's anywhere in the shape that she was in 2023, that world record is gone. I believe it.